In other news, the World Health Organization has declared loneliness as a public health concern. According to an expert, there are many factors that can trigger this. Brian Basa with a story.
22-year-old Xavier looks glowing with joy, but behind his beaming smile is years' worth of baggage he's been carrying deep inside. Xavier says he had hurt people before, and he only realized that while in isolation during the pandemic.
Magtatangka lang ako sa kwarto. Ayun. Then, matutulog lang ako the entire day. Then, pag naliligo naman ako, I would stick myself in the corner, crying, letting the shower drip over myself.
Even now in college, Xavier finds it difficult to mingle with his classmates. That's challenging, especially during group works. And at the end of the day, he finds himself alone with no one to share his feelings with.
It feels really heavy na I got no one to tell it to, because most of the people na dapat or feeling ko na dapat pagsasabihin ko is mostly nagawan ko rin sila ng insensitive thoughts or actions.
Ironically, Xavier isn't alone. Turns out he belongs to 1 in 4 adults around the world who are socially isolated. The struggle is real even for teenagers. For every 20 adolescents, 1 to 3 of them are feeling lonely. What's alarming? Loneliness can be bad for our health. It's just as risky as smoking or drinking too much. That's why the World Health Organization has declared loneliness a global public health concern. A clinical psychologist says loneliness can stem from various factors, including family, money, career, and even culture. But their common denominator lies in the tendency to compare ourselves with others. This makes us lose sight of our own identity.
You let others define who you are. You let others label kung sino ka. So para bang wala kang sariling paninindigan sa iyong pagkatao. You know, kung ano na lang ang sabihin ng iba, yun ang nagdadala kung paano ka nabubuhay.
And instead of becoming better versions of ourselves, we end up setting absurd expectations to compete with others.
Pwede nating sabihin life is a competition, pero be careful. Kanino ka ba nakikipag-compete? Dahil pag ikaw ay nakikikompete sa isang tao na hindi kayo pantay, matatalo ka dyan. Ang kapantay mo lang lagi ay ang iyong sarili, no one else.
So, an advice from the expert, choose to be grateful and don't be too hard on ourselves.
Love yourself. How can you love others? How can you give love to others when you do not have love sa sarili mo? You can only give something that you have.
And that's something Xavier admits is still learning, but he knows he's getting there.
Slowly na-acknowledge na naman ng tao sa paligid ko yung mga nagagawa kong changes. And when something changes around you, it also changes something inside of you. And ayoko na maging prisoner ako ng kung ano man yung naging kasalanan ko noon.
Loneliness is part of life. Many of us don't dwell on it too much, while there are others who get overwhelmed. To each his own. But these are certain. Loneliness is a valid feeling, and help is there for those who seek it. Check in on your loved ones today. For News 5, I'm Brian Basa, and we are One News.